At 3:10 in the afternoon, a wall of water began racing toward a quiet town that had no idea it was already doomed. It was May 31st, 1889. In the hills above Johnstown, Pennsylvania, rain had been falling for days, steady, relentless, soaking the earth until it could hold no more. Upstream sat the South Fork Dam, an aging barrier holding back millions of tons of water. Locals had worried about it for years. That morning, they watched the river rise and told themselves it would crest and then fall. It didn't. High above the valley, men scrambled along the dam's face, shovels in hand, trying desperately to clear debris from the spillway. Logs, mud, tangled brush, each piece jammed tighter than the last. The water climbed higher, lapping over the top. Messengers rode on horseback, warning villages downstream, but there was no telegraph fast enough. No siren loud enough. Time was already gone. At 3:10 p.m., the dam failed. The sound wasn't an explosion. It was worse. A deep, rolling roar, like the earth tearing itself open. A 40-foot wall of water surged down the valley, carrying trees, houses, animals, railroad cars, entire pieces of the world at nearly 40 miles per hour. In its path, people were finishing lunch. Children played near doorways. A man tightened a bolt at the steel mill, unaware he had seconds left. The flood slammed into Johnstown with unimaginable force. Buildings disintegrated on impact. Families were swept apart mid-scream. Survivors later said the water didn't just flow. It punched, crushed, and swallowed everything it touched. Then came the second horror. Debris piled against the stone bridge at the edge of town, forming a massive dam of wreckage. Trapped oil and chemicals ignited. A fire burned atop the floodwaters, incinerating people who had survived the initial surge. Water, fire, and wreckage merged into a single unstoppable nightmare. When the waters finally receded, Johnstown was unrecognizable. Entire neighborhoods were gone. Over 2,200 people were dead. Thousands more wandered through the ruins, calling names that would never be answered. Bodies were found miles away, some never identified at all. In the days that followed, volunteers arrived from across the nation. Clara Barton and the Red Cross came, marking one of the organization's first major disaster responses. The town rebuilt, but the question lingered, heavy and unresolved. Was this a natural disaster or a preventable tragedy? The Johnstown flood wasn't just rain and gravity. It was neglect. It was warnings ignored. It was a reminder that disasters are often quiet, right up until the moment they aren't. If this story moved you, take a moment to like, share, and subscribe. And let me know in the comments what other forgotten tragedies you'd like to explore.